All right. Hello and welcome. It is the Snowbirds meeting room. I'm Shadow Spectre 11, and today I am in Pyro. Um, I am still working on um, the setup for the Snowbirds meeting room. Everett has done some stuff, so I have to add them and get that set up and taken care of. But this is just going into uh, Pyro, and I did some exploring this morning, and I'm going to do some more. So give me one moment. Good morning.
Morning, how's it going, Shadow?
All right. I am broadcasting. I'm going to move up to another room, but I just wanted to say hi and Miss Charmy, hello.
She just stepped away.
Uh,
She was looking for you earlier. She was trying to catch you, but you were in the other channel and we weren't sure what you were into.
oh, well, I'm going up to the Snowbirds meeting room channel. I'm in Pyro right now.
Okay,
So if you want to check it out, I am there, and you're more than welcome to pop in if you like.
alrighty.
Or I can stay here, and it's all good. I'm just
I was
playing
gonna
the
say
game.
you can stay here. I'm just kind of hanging out. We were sitting here talking. She was trying to find you, but she stepped away, so I was gonna hang out here until she got back.
Okay, well, I'm here, and we can, while I'm live, I am live, so just giving you a heads up.
Okay, so you're streaming YouTube.
Yeah, on Snowbird's
Okay.
meeting room. Okay, so here I am. I'm on Gaslight Station, and going in to check some stuff out. I made my first jump yesterday. It was exciting, to say the least. So, gonna do a little exploring in here, check out some stuff. So, Kaz, have you seen everything in here or gone through some stuff?
No, I was staying out of the PTU because I was having a bunch of issues in live yesterday. I spent 10 hours trying to figure out where my hanger was because persistence wasn't working.
In
And I
live?
was, yeah, in live. My home base has been New Babbage forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out and was doing some bunker running and that and came back to put stuff away. And it had assigned me to a hangar, which I looked at and went, that's not my hangar, but okay.
Hmm.
And followed their instructions, landed, and none of my stuff was in there. I
Oh.
have boxes. I have boxes. I have a Cyclone. I have some of the Atlas and some of the vehicles in there that I move stuff around with,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing was there. Okay, it is what it is. So I went about moving gear around, and then I realized I'm missing all of my boxes that I have all of my gear in.
Mm.
So yeah, everything kind of just disappeared. And then I left, did a bunker run, came back to unload again, and it sent me to another hangar. And I'm like, okay, I already had to claim all this stuff once.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I spent 10 hours trying to find all of my stuff, which I lost some of my subscriber flare, some of the other items that I had.
Mm.
And then at the end of the night, and I had changed different servers. So I was moving from Australia to Best, whichever one it decided to throw me on. trying to see if it would send me back to my original hangar. And after about 10 hours, it did. And I went back to my original hangar, which all of the stuff that I had reclaimed was gone, but my boxes were there. So I got the stuff that was in my boxes back, but all the stuff that I already had on ships that I had to reclaim.
Like I say, that gun I pulled off that dead bounty hunter in 4 is probably the best score I made in a long time.
Wow.
Quick on a draw, and it...
You've had a time.
Oh yeah, I've ran into an issue where I don't know if anybody else has run into this, but if you take one of your containers and you go to put it on the lift to drop it down into your warehouse, I would then go to my storage access point, which is on the wall, and I'd go to open it up, and I couldn't see anything in the boxes that I just put in there. So I had to physically go bring them back on the elevator, carry them over to the wall storage, open the wall storage, and then drag and drop the box into the wall storage. Then I could access the items in the box. It would actually show them.
Ah. Hey, Everett.
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I'm in Pyro. How are you feeling? I am still working. I got the profile set, so now I have to put in all the stuff that you and I were talking about and you worked on. So I will have that done by before next week. But when IE starts, there will be no Snowbirds meeting room until IE is over. So it'll all be on the one main channel. So, yes, Pyro. How are you feeling, by the way? I know you've been getting some rest and you were busy. And I did make a jump, Everett. Just so you know.
How's the stability on that? Because it was questionable yesterday. How's it doing today?
Yesterday, it was hit and miss yesterday. Today, I have been getting into Pyro a lot easier. Yesterday, I tried to do a jump from Stanton, and I couldn't get nothing. It kept crapping out, so I did a recopy and went to Pyro. And I was able to jump from Pyro to Stanton, and it was so satisfying. I'm just going to say it.
It looks amazing when I've seen the few that have actually been able to do it and stream it. It looks amazing.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. I'm not going to lie. I had a great time. Both, you'll watch it later. Yeah, I made a clip of it. It's in the general Snowbirds chat of the first jump, and I took the free the Star Lancer Max through, and man, I'm telling you, I was having myself a good old time. All right. Let's see if I can get some fuel in this ship. You're welcome. It was an adventure, Everett. It was an adventure. When you get into the jump point, you're gonna lose a frame, and then once you go through, and when you get close to the end of it, you lose frames, so you gotta be careful. Hey Robert, how you doing? And I'm telling you, Kaz, it was just a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun doing it.
How many of the points of interest have you been to?
I just started exploring Pyro today, because yesterday I was having so many issues, but right now I'm getting ready to go to another planet. I went to Pyro 4, and that planet's beautiful. The atmosphere is deadly. but it's a beautiful planet. And I went to Pyro 5. I've been to Bloom, I've been to Monox. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a run to Monox now. Hopefully I got enough go-go juice to get there.
Yeah, I hear that's an issue out there.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time.
Well, maybe we'll start seeing some more of the Geminis, the refuelers and stuff making it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to Monox right now. I had been there earlier, and they have music for the quantum jumps now, so gives you a little something something.
Quantum drive is now on.
I missed that, or they must have had it turned down, but I haven't heard any of that.
Yeah, it's on right now if you want to check it out. I took Miss Charmy's ship across the jump point, the Star Lancer Max.
Ah, okay.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ride.
Have you looked at the other ones they've added?
Which, oh, in IE, yes.
Yeah.
That medical terrapin is a beautiful ship. Tier 2 bed, and I'll say this. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I wasn't too happy because you had the pilot seat and then you had the bed, but I just saw somebody had dropped a short video saying that they went ahead and were letting everybody know they were putting a jump seat in it.
They did.
It didn't make sense. I mean, even the medical Pisces had another seat.
Right.
The Ursa has another seat. It's like you have all this stuff and you couldn't just put a seat in here for one more person.
Excuse me. They confirmed it that they did it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I like the idea of it. My only thing that I really wish they would have is like one SCU box, because where are you gonna put stuff? But I'm guessing it has onboard storage.
Yes, yes, it does. Okay. It has a guest storage and it has crew storage.
Okay.
So they separated it. When I got in the ship and checked it out, I was like, "Oh, very nice." You can turn the lights on from inside the ship, so they are separate from the headlights.
I did see that. Yep, I like that.
And you can actually turn the ship lights off inside the ship. But like I was saying, when I first got in, I said, okay, it's got the pilot seat, it's got the bed, you need a medic seat.
Yep.
And they jumped on that real quick and took care of that. Hey, Tribunal. I'm sorry?
What do you think that one's going to run? Cost-wise?
I would say maybe I'm just guesstimating because we know the regular terrapin is what?
Yeah, 220.
220?
Yep.
I would say another $20 maybe.
Ouch. I do like it though. I'm tempted.
That
I don't know if
that's already that's already a given on me.
I definitely like it better as the heavy ambulance versus the radar that doesn't work.
Well, the radar is being worked on in that ship, So it's supposed it does work right now, but it doesn't have the scanning capabilities that it's supposed to. But it's supposed to be coming. I couldn't say when.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say if they're working on that one, are they working on the Aquila and some of the other ones that have scanning abilities?
Well, since the Polaris is out now, coming, that's supposed to have more scanning and radar capabilities, and I hope that they do something with that.
Yeah, if you can do it for one, you might as well do it across the board. It's more of that common resource. You know what I mean? If you're gonna make it capable for this, then the rest of them that have been, you know, touted as this has this scanning package and that scanning package, you might as well do it for them all.
Exactly.
You're gonna go that route, not pick and choose.
Okay, we're at Monox, and I'm gonna take a jump down. I came over here earlier today,
Is now on.
and I went walking around, and I couldn't draw my weapon in case something happened. So I'm glad that's working now. So what's going on, Tribunal? Have you been able to get in at all?
Quantum drive is now off.
I will say that when I went to Pyro 4, a lot of water, atmosphere is not breathable. Heavy frames, though. When you get there, the frames are very heavy on that planet. And there are missions here, but they're not like very extensive, but you'll see some things.
That is a red planet.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been online. I will aim to make that jump later on today. Tribunal, it was exhilarating. You'll probably have an easier time getting in today. It was pretty rough yesterday trying to get in. And I started out at Stanton and ended up recopying so I could get to Pyro. And I made a jump from Pyro to Stanton. I want to ask, do you think the QT fuel in the Zeus ES is enough to get around power? I've been using it right now, and as a matter of fact, before I go to this place, let's take a look at it, to be fair. Oh, I'm trespassing. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm pretty low right now because I've been bouncing around and I was trying to get fuel and I couldn't. So trespassing. Gonna set her down here. So, Tribune, I went to like 4 or 5 different places. Just on the 1 tank of quantum fuel. And it was pretty good, but like I say, I've been trying to get some fuel and I haven't been able to. It's telling me no service, and I know I need it. So I'm gonna try a pad on Gaslight since I was there. Hopefully I can get back there. If not, I'll need a rescue. But the clouds, the landscape are amazing. But like I say, I got around quite a bit. If I can get back, that's good. So I'm going to make that hop. Interesting times, love it. Will I take Morocco Bowl to Pyro? Yeah. That's for sure. Morocco Bowl is going to go. As long as I can keep it.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
I apologize last week for the Snowbirds meeting room not running. I was getting a little rest before I did an 8-hour stream on Twitch and YouTube for Veterans Day.
Quantum drive is now off.
So I decided I ran yesterday and I'm going to run today, and then I'll run tomorrow,
Quantum drive is now off.
Wednesday and Friday, and then I'll be running 9 days straight for the IAE. So Everett, like I said, I made the profile, so now I got to put all the stuff into it, and I'll be working on that during the week so I can get that taken care of and cleared up. I've been trying to keep a pretty constant schedule with Snowbirds meeting room. It's just that when I do have like the major events coming, I don't run it. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know.
I can hear you, but I've got the stream muted, so.
Right. Holler if I need assistance. I will, Everett. But everything that you gave me is gorgeous. It's perfect. And I will start implementing that very, very soon. As a matter of fact, going to start on it Monday morning. Five by five through the stream? Okay, great. I was trying to not make sure that it's not coming over too loud. How's the game sound? Is it coming through?
Quantum fuel level is low.
It told me oh boy. I think I got enough to get the gas light. Say again. Say again. Say what again? Oh, is the game sound coming over, Everett? Oh, okay.
Quantum drive is now off.
Great. Hope I can get some. See if I can find a pad here.
Quantum drive is now off.
There's music, but that's just me.
Quantum drive is now off.
So, what other questions you got about Pyro, Kaz? Talk to me. What's up?
I was just curious. How much bigger did they say it was? The area they were comparing it to Stanton, and I'm trying to remember how much larger they were saying it was going to be. Are each of them going to start getting larger and larger, or kind of like Stanton was the test bed, and now we're going to make everything huge, or is this going to be the one that going to be larger just so they can kind of spread everybody out?
Well, I'm going to say this. This system, if we're going to go to NICs, you're going to have to go through Pyro to get to the next jump point. And that's a long way. Right now, I'm just... Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, because I think I like the idea of what they're doing with, they're creating events for the PvPers out there in that area. They're spreading everybody out so you don't run across everybody as much. But with them adding more people to each of the servers and the shards and all of that, there's going to be more people in that area. So I like the idea of making it bigger, trying to spread them out a little bit. I like the idea of them rewarding that type of gameplay, even though I'm not one that's necessarily going to do a lot of the PvP. I'm not a PvP focused player.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that they're creating an area for that, and they're doing the resources there. And then in the safe zones, they have resources, and you can make your base. But if you really want the good stuff, then you're going to end up having to go into those PvP areas, that high risk, high reward type deal. So I like that concept.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's going to work out, but I really like the concept.
Yeah. But like I say, the only information that I have is that Pyro is huge, and it takes time to go from one place to another. That's a given. As far as the contested zones,
Yep.
those are like in asteroids, and they are PvP. Are uh-oh, why am I getting impounded?
Warning, you are blocking an active flight bay.
How am
Please
I?
vacate the vicinity.
It's how they make their money.
Yeah, but I wasn't near one. Anything that I know of.
Well,
Hey, Gortok, what's up? The contested areas are PvE and can be PvP. Nyx, as far as I know, Nyx is supposed to be smaller than Stanton. Because I mean, it's an asteroid. The system is pretty small, but Levski's on an asteroid. Where is a pad? That's what I'm looking for.
yeah, and if they're going to have fueling being such an issue on the spots that it is available, I would hope that they would spend some time and get it to where you don't have to be perfectly landed and everything else to get your fueling, because I know that that's been an issue in a variety of events and stuff. Is do it, you survive the altercation, you get back to the base and you can't refuel, you can't rearm, and it's like, now what do you do?
Exactly. It is a serious issue that they have to address. Crash into station to refuel. I gotta land first. Hopefully.
I don't know, that thing's huge. You're just
Please proceed
going
to
around and
side
around.
landing bay.
I don't know if you've had that issue, but
What's that?
for me, it seems like I have to be inordinately close to where I want to land for it to give me the marker on where to land. And then by the time I get everything lined up and get to it, they're trying to close the doors on my nose.
Yeah, the timing on that is really messed up, but
Okay, so it's not just me. I thought it was
No.
just me.
nah, a lot of people have the issue.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Hello, sorry, I had to turn it back.
Welcome back, Miss Charmy. How are you?
Doing all right.
What's
Rocky
going
and I are
on?
talking about, Rocky and I are just talking about construction stuff that we're going to be doing here in the future. in the back. We got to get us a new septic tank in, and we're not paying $8,000 for a new septic tank.
No.
We're going to do it ourselves.
So what are you planning on doing this evening, Miss Charmy?
I have to go back to the apartment at some point, but depends on when I get back.
Well, I'm going to get into live and do some stuff. But right now I'm streaming the Snowbirds meeting room, so just so you know that we're on.
Oh, okay. Hello.
And I'm in Pyro right now, doing some exploring. I'm gonna pull the max here.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So because I can't get any fuel.
I was going to say, so how's the range difference between the Zeus and the Max as far as pyro and running around?
The Max is got bigger tanks than this one, I believe.
Well, I know that they've got some ships where they have better efficiency, but then you're changing components, and that's kind of why I was wondering, is it that ship is better at long range, or is it component based?
I can't pull this ship here, so I have to go to another hangar. I'm sorry. As far as quantum, there is a difference, and they said that they're going to make it even more. You're going to have more differences in that, the quantum fuel capacity on the ships and stuff like that. So,
Okay. And somebody was saying, I'm not sure who it was in your stream, they were saying that they were getting rid of some of the components, like some of the military components weren't going to be as readily available.
mm-hmm.
Is that Stanton and Pyro, or is that just because you're in Pyro? How is that plan working? Do you know?
I'm gonna say this: there was a big convention like a year ago or something like that. They were talking about taking away the military A components. Gracias, Mia. The military A components, so you would have to find them instead of being able to get them. I'm gonna pull this ship.
Okay. I figured they were going to try to move it behind some of the guilds, like Mercenary Guild. You get rep, and hey, look, we have surplus, so you get military grade stuff out of them. That kind of a deal.
They're going to be doing that, yes.
Thank you.
Where you have to have reputation to get certain parts. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not, against that. That fits.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the thing that I would like, and I hope that they do this, when they bring the insurance thing into play. I don't want to go there. When they do the insurance thing,
Same old, same old. What's new with you?
that's where it's going to be. No, that's an elevator too. Oh, that's where I want to go. When you crash your ship, right? Your insurance should cover the parts that are on that ship, right? So if you find military grade A stuff and put it on that ship, the insurance should cover it. Or if I have to upgrade my insurance and pay more for my premium, then that's what I want to do.
I think that's what they've been saying. I think that's the warranty aspect. It's not the insurance. So they were differentiating between insurance and warranty.
Yeah.
In my understanding, limited as it is I think they were saying there's going to be different tiers. The base tier is the stock components. Mm-hmm. So if you bought a ship that had a military grade shield as a stock component, then you would get that back. But
Right.
if you had a ship that you had upgraded and you've upgraded the weapons and you've upgraded the shields and all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to have you pay the higher premium, the next tier, tier two, tier what, however they're doing it, however it's structured, and they're going
Mm-hmm.
to end up making you pay the extra. But from my understanding, is it's supposed to cover that stuff as well.
Yeah.
But there's also people that are saying that if you have a component and you tweak the component through the crafting and manufacturing and whatever, that those items are gone.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100%. It's still kind of fuzzy on what they're going to end up doing, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what I've heard, and it's different than the insurance. The insurance is the ship, as my understanding, and then they were even coming in and saying something about a level of insurance or warranty. I'm not sure which,
Mm-hmm.
where it was going to cover your subscriber flare, your little um, knickknacks that are in your ship.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't recall where that was.
There's a whole lot of controversy about that stuff. I mean, I can't say I know. I don't know all the particulars about how they're going to work certain things because
I don't think they're sure at this point. I think they're still kind of spitballing and seeing how mad everybody gets and go, okay, well, we need to step back and punt.
mm,
But I don't know. I'm not a developer. I have no insights. I just this
right,
video, that video.
right. That's pretty much what I've been going through, and I do a lot of reading and stuff like that when I get the chance to do it. Just more and more things that are going on, and it's getting even more and more intense with some things now that I've been noticing. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's something that we gotta deal with every day.
No, I think they're trying to drill down on exactly the the different facets, but I think my opinion, you know what opinions are like, but anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's still like two shotgun blasts or two scattered. They're one day they're over here and they're talking about this, and then the next day they're way over there and they're talking about that, and it's you know I do like the fact that Jared's doing in his intros. He's doing a little more of the. We're going to talk about what you can see in the next 12 months. I do like that they're doing that. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's a bonus. They're not just going off on these wild tangents on something we won't see for 20 years, but I don't know. I think some of them are still trying to figure out what's going on. I think they've got some ships that people were looking forward to way back when. Those people that were designing it have left. So now they're kind of in a spot where do we do a Mark II version? Do we, hem haw around and wait till after we launch this thing to bring these in? They're adding a lot of new stuff. I like a lot of the new stuff, but
Well,
I don't know. They just scattered.
there's some people that are waiting for on the Merchant Man, and,
Yeah.
and they've been waiting a while.
Yeah, I had the Endeavor. I was running for, I bought the modules for the Hope way back when so that I would have, med beds for the cuddy, or med beds and then hangar bays for the cuddies so
Mm-hmm.
they could run ambulance and all that kind of stuff, which I
Yeah.
really like the idea behind. And nothing, nothing, nothing. So that's long since been melted.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute for some of that. I mean, I'm just going to say it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but the major big step was getting the Polaris in. So,
And I think that goes for a lot of the capital ships. They're using that as kind of their idea on how they want to have them function, what they're going to cost for upkeep.
mm-hmm. I mean, there's still quite a few people that are on the fence about the game in general.
Yeah.
So, there's just so many things. There's just so many different things that they've thrown out there at us. I do like
yeah.
the surprises that pop up, you know, that's kind of cool. But I just don't, and I think a lot of people, that's just me. I think a lot of people are at the point where we don't want it to be so complicated that we don't want to play it.
And that's one of the things that ran me off way back when was the controls and how the controls were constantly changing and how, you know, it wouldn't remember which keybinds I had set to what. So, I mean, I'm old and I chicken peck and all that when it comes to the keyboard, and I have certain peripherals that I have set up a certain way, and then every time you want to run a patch, you just wipe everything that it took me 4 or 5 hours on getting everything lined up.
Well, there's a place called Starjoy.
You were telling me about that, and that's one of the things I'm going to look into when I actually get the sticks. I'm ordering. I've got the Toby. I'm getting me a stick and a throttle control, and maybe pedals down the road. But that's what I'm looking at in the next 3 months, is getting some controls so that I can get some flight time in before, you know, the next 5 years when the game comes out.
What's the word?
Starjoy is very, very nice because I can take that configuration, download it, put it off to the side,
Right now.
and when there's a patch, I drop that in, load it, and it has all my keybinds.
That's what you were telling me. You
For
were
the
showing-
stick, yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what I need.
As a matter of fact, it was Artec that got me on that, and when I get my new sticks, they're going to, what's his name? Well, Artec and Red are gonna share out their configurations to me so I can see how it works. So,
Oh, and not to derail you, but I just there was something I wanted to ask you. We were talking about it earlier, Army, and
What's the
don't
word?
don't think I'm trying to put you on the spot or need an answer now. It's just something that I didn't catch. I missed it during CitizenCon, and I saw a video the other day that brought it up, and it's kind of a good point. But apparently, like I said, I missed this. It came up in a video, but it seems like this is what was going on. It sounds like the guilds that they have, or like the Mercenaries Guild, the Transporters Guild, you know, all the different guilds that they were talking about. It seems like your organization can only align with one of those at a time, and if you change from one to another, you end up losing your rep. You go back to 0 and you have to build it back up again to get the benefits of having the guild rep being whichever level. You know, as you do stuff, as your reputation grows, you unlock different perks. Not having any idea what those perks would be at this point in time.
that is a very good question.
Yeah, it's like the way he was explaining it is he was basically saying groups that have compartmentalized organizations where you have, here's the medical corps, here's the exploration core, here's the this, here's the that. You can't really do that with your org because it would be one choice for everyone across the board, and specific reputations for your compartmentalized groups are going to be something they want. So if exploration, they get better sensors and the mercenaries get better armor, you're going to miss out. You're not going to have the sensors and the armor because you can only do one or the other.
Right.
So I don't know if you had heard that. That's what I was asking, is if you had heard it and had received that information the same way and were doing that train of thought, because if that is how that works, that's kind of a detriment, in my opinion, to organizations that want to do a variety of subject.
You got a very good point. I have to.
That's not my point. That was his
Well,
point. But that's
I have to watch it again.
yeah, because I'll link it in Discord so you can go and see the video that I'm talking about. But if I recall correctly, he actually plays the sample from CitizenCon where they make the statement, and then that's where he goes into his description on this is how he understood it. And then when he said that, I started thinking about it, and it's like, you know, that's a valid point. And then it got me thinking, you know, has anybody else heard this? Did anybody else catch this? And is everybody reading it the same way as what I got when I watched the video when he played the caption? Because it's like that's gonna hamstring a lot of people.
Yeah. Being dedicated to one specific thing, it sounds like you'll be fine. If you change over, you got to start all over again. It's
And that's where they were talking about sister guilds and this and that, where you have to have like multiple guilds, and each guild selects its own speciality, but then you're watering down your guild because, you know, your people are going over to these different guilds because that's the perk that they need for the gameplay that they wanted to play, and they joined your group because you're fun. You know, they know you, you're friends, you hang out together, you've helped each other, you know, through the development of this game. And then all of a sudden we get down to the last 10 yards and everybody starts running off in the different directions and you're trying to herd cats.
That's a very good point. I have to, pardon me, look into that, because that, wow. I have to rewatch that.
Yeah, I completely missed it. I didn't watch every minute of everything. I picked the ones that I wanted to watch, you know, when I was awake, because God knows they were running in on their time frame over there. So I was asleep. I know you got up and were running some of it early, and I got some of it. But yeah, I completely missed it where they went into the guilds and were saying you can select one, and it's a huge decision. And when you want to switch from one to the other, you can, but you start over from scratch every time. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's
which makes me wonder. And this is the thing I just thought of now. And he probably brought it up in the video, and I forgot about it. But I just thought of this: if you unlock a perk, and then you change your guild rep to this other guild, and let's say the perk is this engine. What happens to that engine if that engine is in your ship?
yeah.
What happens to a pattern that you've earned through a guild based on rep, and then you lose the rep? Can you not make the pattern anymore? That doesn't make much sense, but God knows.
That's not a good thing if it works like that. a lot of people are not going to be happy, because I like to diversify. I don't like doing just one thing all the time, and that's going to suck.
Yeah, that was that was the reason I just wanted to ask you and see if you had seen the same thing and got the same bit of information. But I'll link it in Discord and everybody can look at it and everybody will come up with their own ideas, and that's the best way to do it, you know, because as it stands, we don't know how they're going to do stuff. Some of the stuff sounds bad right now, but when they actually do it, it may function just right. I don't know.
Well, the org tools, when they bring those in, are going to be interesting. But that's a little bit off, I think, until that comes about.
Yeah, and that's like one of the questions I was asking you originally when I started talking to you guys was about the larger ships, because it's not something that I'm going to have the crew to run. It's something the org's going to run. What happens when I log off? You know, if I turn the ship over to you guys, am I turning it over to the org permanently? Is it still mine and you guys can use it? If someone else is using my ship and they go and shoot up a bunch of people, am I getting a crime stat because it's my ship even though I'm not even in it? You know, those kinds of things. That's my concern, because like I said, I've been away from this for a while and I'm coming back to a lot of okay, that's interesting, but here's the question.
Well, the one thing that I hope that they do, and I wish they would implement, is when you buy a ship, and say you buy it under an org, with org funds, okay? That ship goes to the org, and anybody can use it, and that's how I see it. So I don't know if it's going to happen like that, but I hope it does. Because it's going to take a long time to get a capital ship, you know, where everybody can use it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh, I agree.
Come on. Why isn't my landing gear working? Gear's not working. Great. Okay. Well, we're going to bounce. Okay, let's get a move on here. Okay. I wonder what happens if you are a solo player learning skills. Yeah, that too, Everett. I mean, all of these different things that they're talking about. What planets are here? Sunset Mesa, Jackson Swap, Monarchs. Let's go over to Checkmate. Do a little exploring. And I also want to check and see what these skills are. Okay, contracts. What do we got? Salvage. Okay, we got salvage contracts. Not a whole lot in this area. Okay. There's no call to arms. Don't see that. Hey, Road Rash, what's up? But no, that's an in-depth question. And I really need to look back at the CitizenCon video to get more of a perspective on that.
Yeah, it was specifically on the orgs and guilds section. As soon as I get out of here, I'll link it. I'm just trying not to die right now. I'm running around distribution center.
Right?
That's why I've been cutting in and out. Sorry.
No worries.
It's like hunker down in a hole and have a conversation, then run for my life.
Right? That glitch is still there. Take my helmet off real quick and see if that'll fix it. I don't know. Nope. That one's in there. So landing gear right now is not working in the Max, so that could be a issue with the server or possibly the ship. Everett, you got any questions? Oh, pardon me. Open the Moby glass again. I tried that. It still pops up. It's interfacing with the HUD.
It's in.
Yeah, I see it. So, is there anything special that people want to see while I'm here? I mean, I can go. I'm gonna bounce around the planets.
How goes your
Hmm.
how goes your excursion?
So far, so good. I got the Max out right now, but the landing gear's not working. Now this is Pyro, not live or the PTU. This is Pyro, so they're gonna have to make a another copy of it when Pyro comes. So you gonna be back at home in time for me to get in with you if you want?
I'm gonna try my darndest.
Okay. Okay, this is Checkmate. Another station. The stability's really good right now for Pyro. Now, Stanton, I'm not sure about. I haven't been there since yesterday. And when I made that jump and crossed over and tried to get back, I kept getting knocked out. So,
There was a couple of different people that were saying once you got out there, you couldn't go back. And then there were other ones that were saying if you went out there and you got knocked out, it knocked your quantum drive offline, and then you couldn't do anything, and people were having to log. I really do like all the clouds out there, though. Looks nice. Looks amazing. A lot of it. The eclipse a while ago when you were first flying up on the planet just looked amazing.
oh, you haven't seen. Hey, Billy's Brew, what's up, man? The clouds on the planets are like amazing. I'm gonna say this. Like I say, I went to Pyro 4, and it's a beautiful planet, but I crashed the desktop twice, and then I went away from the facilities or whatever, and it held up pretty good. So there's some stuff that they still have to work on, but as far as like stability right now compared to yesterday, you couldn't get in at all. You would have it would be hit or miss.
That's kind of what I was seeing. A lot of people were just having a lot of issues on. Didn't matter if they were out there in Pyro or if they were even on the live servers. Everything was just having a lot of issues yesterday. And I think it was just the load, the demand on all of the network that they had going, from EPTU, PTU, live, the whole 9 yards. It was just chaos.
Unfortunately, I cannot bed log in this ship because it's not working on this version of the ship.
I think that got fixed. I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
It used to be off the bottom of the screen. I think they moved it up. I'm
Well,
not sure.
well, this one it doesn't work in this setup because
Oh, okay.
the PTU, the new PTU, it does.
Yeah, that's the thing I have issues is trying to keep track of which version I'm watching and which version other people are in when I'm watching.
Well, to give you a good idea, this ship with the new version that's in the PTU right now, the radar screen is in the middle. There are no holographic HUDs, and they're all down in the MFDs. And that's the newest version of the ship.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see that. So this is Checkpoint. This is one that I went to when the Pyro Playground was open last year after CitizenCon. It's pretty big.
Now, are all of these stations contested zones, or just specific station has a specific contested zone? How is that working?
Those are asteroid areas, I believe.
Well, they had one they were saying was effectively a dungeon, which was inside. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those are on the asteroids.
Okay.
Now that I know of.
I thought that was a station they were showing when they were talking about.
It's a station too. There's stations on the asteroids, I believe. Let's see, what do we got? That's Pyro Gateway. take a ride over to Terminus. A little bit of a distance. Yes, sir. I have not tried, but I enjoy watching Shadow. Check it out. Well, Billy, if I didn't take Miss Charmy's advice and do a recopy to get off of out of Stanton, I'd still be trying it. But I still hear that they're having issues with it. Okay. There we
All
go.
I know is they ain't gonna catch me in Pyro unless I got a lot of people with me.
Oh. I got rid of that thing that was there. Okay. Now, Mr. Kavinsky was over at this planet last night, and it was just dark. Everywhere I looked was dark.
Have you had the issue where your shaders, where you're looking at something, and all the shadows that you see when you turn your screen, all the shadows continue to move across
Yes.
everything else? Yeah, okay. I had that happen to me yesterday, and I started freaking out because I thought my computer was about to die.
It's a issue. I did get my reshade to work in here. Yeah, Quantum killed it. Gortok.
I
So,
really like the look of that ship.
oh, it's a great ship. It's a great ship. This is going to be Miss Charmy's ship. She loves the look of the Star Lancer.
I picked them both up. I'm hoping the TAC shows up at IAE or soon.
I don't think it'll
Not
hit.
PM soon, 5 years, but soon, like
No.
the rest of us see soon.
I don't think the TAC is going to hit in IE. If it does, that'll be a surprise, but I think more towards Invictus launch week.
I think that's the prevailing opinion. I'm just wishful thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the logout works on the PTU version of the Star Lancer, not the not this version that's in the 4.0. But this ship has got a good range of quantum, so I should be able to get around pretty good. Did you ever try the CL Kaz?
Which one? I'm sorry.
The Zeus CL?
I've got the ES. The CL was the cargo that was having issues where people were having to play Tetris to get their cargo to match up with what was told they could carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't really care much for Tetris, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I did get my C2 upgraded to an M2. They put that back on sale, I guess, for the event that's going on, so I was able to do that at least.
Well, the C2 is still bugged right now where you can't land right.
Yeah, you do the two ramps and it likes to teeter-totter. It's interesting.
Oh yeah, Gortok. This one has quite a bit of quantum fuel. The tank is pretty big. So I still got a little bit of ways to go. Billy's Brew, you got any questions while I'm over here? If anybody wants to see something, let me know. I'll make a diversion to a planet or something like that.
I'm just enjoying the views.
It's wait. I mean, I'm gonna go to Bloom after Terminus, and the the planet, the view of the planet is just amazing. I haven't been to Ruin Station yet. I kind of stay off the beaten track.
I get you.
Oh, check contracts? Okay. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at them. See what they pop up. Nope, still salvage. Let's check on ver. Nope. Same, I have no clue about Pyro map even. Can you bring it up for a sec? Sure. Up, we're at Terminus. That's how big it is. Yeah, you got that right. Uh, uh, there's that
Or
quantum
have a
button.
refueler on standby.
Okay, that's. I gotta step out of it. It's got that goofy little bug. Yeah, it popped back up again, Gortok.
There's more out there than I thought there was.
Oh, yeah. The inside 3 plants about the size of Stanton. Yeah, I believe so. Up heading to the dark side.
I'll be right back.
Right, Tribunal? I totally agree with you. Whoa, what is that flashing over there? That looks like some combat.
That reshader.
Yeah, this one is infrared.
I need to get that too. You have a link to that in your Discord as well, correct? Okay.
There's a reshade section. No, they took the solar flares out, Everett. Could be a storm. I won't be able to land in the ship because the landing gear is not working. That little glitch will go away, hopefully, when I go back into quantum. Every time I bring the Moby glass up, that's when it pops up, so. That's a ship over there. Turrets all over the place on a lot of these that I've seen. Here we got the headlights on it. Let's go ahead and kick it. It's like somebody dropped their Polaris here.
After you had yours out and about, how much did that cost to repair, refuel, rearm?
Oh, I was having so many issues with it that I had to keep claiming it.
Oh wow.
It was. I mean, when I finally got it out and running, I didn't have a chance to like try to refuel it. Upgrade what, Everett? See if I can get somewhere where I can see something during the day. To their Polaris? There's Ruined Station. It's not very far away. We can bop over there too, but I want to take a look more on this planet on the light side. Got to get out of the atmosphere first. I think we've been in here for about an hour and it's held up pretty good. There we go. Finally above the planet. Escape velocity. See what we got down here besides some of these places. A place called Rough Landing. Yeah. Okay.
Had more than a few of those.
Right. Derelict outposts. Let's head to an OM marker.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Did knock it out that time. Up. There's one. Let's see if this one's... in the daylight.
Quantum travel engaged.
This one's got a little light on the subject.
Quantum travel complete.
Very barren. side. Let's see. Is that water? Looks like it's right on the edge of some water there. Storms. Keep having to boost, and I'm not sure why. That could be the ship, though. It's like it's standing still, and it shouldn't be.
Now it's moving.
Yeah, but it's still kind of sluggish. Maybe it's going against the wind or something like that. Seems like it was slow before. Very barren. Oh, crap. Here we go. No, somebody shot me. Very thick atmosphere. And somebody just decides they're going to shoot at me. Here we go. Flying in F8. Yep. Too far away. Yeah, you want to stay out of weapons range. Mm-hmm. No target. He's smoking. It's okay. Now I gotta get out of the atmosphere again. Yeah, port side. It's hard enough getting repairs in this area because stuff isn't working like it's supposed to. Can't get out of the atmosphere. I guess he thought I was just going to sit there and take bullets.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was an NPC or a player. My screen is just too small for me to see.
Oh, it was a player flying an F-8C.
It takes all kinds.
Go up to road station if I can.
Did they ever get the markers with the Stanton event? Have they ever got the markers straightened around where hostile targets are actually red, not your friends and everyone around you is red because everyone's there and everyone's red?
Not that I know of.
Okay. You'd think that'd be something they'd work on fixing.
They got their hands full right now.
Then don't run the event.
I got nothing to say, okay? I got
If
nothing to
you're
say.
not going to make it playable where everybody's just myrtleating each other, then just put it in Pyro. Let everybody myrtlate each other. Just call it a free-for-all. Let everybody shoot everybody into a million pieces if that's what you want to do. You want people to cooperate. It'd be good if they had markers know who's cooperating and who's a hostile. But anyways.
It is what it is.
It is, exactly. Yeah, there was an app a couple of years ago. I still have the app, but it doesn't do it anymore that I know of. But there was an app called My Weather, I believe it was. And it actually showed you the planets in Star Citizen in there. You could go into a drop-down tab, you could go in, and you could look at the weather on the different planets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was cool. I really liked it, and that was part of the reason why I ended up picking it up. But I keep it because it's very accurate on storms and stuff. Being in Florida, we have all the hurricanes and everything. But yeah, I'd never seen or thought of anybody doing anything like it. It had like the different points of interest and everything where you could pick the different planes. It was all Stanton because that's all there was at the time,
Right.
but it was pretty cool. You could actually see like the planet view. You could spin it and
Mm-hmm.
look at the weather in that. It was cool. To have something that was outside of the game that was reporting on the game.
Mm-hmm. Every time I go to do something Gortok, that's when that pops up. I don't think it does it in the PTU. I don't know. I haven't been in there for a couple days. Actually, I tried it last night and I crashed the desktop. Excuse me, and I said, "Okay, I'm done for the day." After all this stuff I went through yesterday. Let's see. Maybe make a route diversion. Yeah. I think it's only in 4.0. Okay, we're going to take a hop to Bloom now that I got out of that situation. Couldn't get my missiles to fire. Just now hitting 75% with all the jumps that I've made so far.
Nice.
Now this planet is beautiful. Even though it looks weird, it's a very cool looking planet. When I came here before, I gotta step out of the seat again. Or is it taking a dive on me? No. go to OM6, see if I can get around to the other side. There we go. Give me a little light on the subject. Windfall. And this is what bloom looks like during the daytime.
I like it. What's the atmosphere like on that one?
I forgot. When we had the Pyro playground, I did get out and walk around. I just don't remember. Yeah, daylight. There's an old video that I made about when I had the 600i in here, which I still have.
That is yellow.
And I flew around the surface of the planet a little bit to get a look at it, and it's cold.
I know they were talking about in this the last stream that Star Citizen did. They were talking about trying to make worlds look truly alien, and they were talking about how Hurston was supposed to have blue trees and all that, and ended up being a desert. And it just it seems to be a common theme on the desert thing. But I guess they're working on the tech. But I wonder how much stuff like this is going to change if it's already being presented as this. Is it going to stay? Is it going to change? Are there organizations that are going to come in and terraform regions to do stuff?
Who knows? But I know, well, Hurston's a wasteland because of all the weapons testing,
Yeah.
anti-proton and all like that. They just blasted the daylights out of that planet. All right, here we are in bloom. Uh-oh. Like I might be getting a crash to desktop. It's trying to catch up.
Do you think it's the clouds out there that was doing it? Is that what you were saying earlier?
I have the clouds on max. I have everything maxed out. And when certain things I hit get a lot of frame rate, that's when it takes a dive. This is what happened to me earlier, and I had to do it Alt F4. But I've done about... Yep. Frame rate. It's about to go down because it's in a non-responsive state. Yep. There we go. Close the program. And that's a verify. So, give me a moment. Oh, almost 2 hours. Well, that is some of Pyro. I can try. Well, the last time this happened, I was able to get back in and get back in the ship. I'll try it, see if I can get back in the ship. And I do have to say, it held very well for almost 2 hours. So,
Yeah, and the multiple jumps and the distances and everything. Thank you for the tour.
you're
Being
welcome.
the tour guide, because that is not anywhere I'm going anytime soon. For exactly what you ran into, that guy sniping you, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, well,
I'll go in a group. I'm not going by myself because I'll be a turret gunner.
he didn't expect me to fight back in that ship either. I don't
That's
think.
true.
I'll try and get back in there. Let's see.
Yeah, I haven't done much looking at the Pyro system as far as the planets and what makes them up, but I know that they've been talking about some of the stuff they had mentioned was things like acid rain and the different the water effects and stuff. So I'm curious down the road what they'll plan on doing with things.
It might put me back in the ship, or it might put me back at Gaslight Station. Hopefully, it'll put me back in the ship, but we'll see. Well, looks good so far. Sounds like it's going to put me back in the ship. Back in the ship.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Nice.
Nice recovery. At least I didn't crash the ship.
No, that's what I do.
Usually, it used to be on my old system, the ship would keep going when I crashed, and I crashed the desktop. This atmosphere is not as thick, so I'm getting some speed now on the ship. But this is Bloom. Oh, a lot of resources here. Gonna say that right now. A lot.
As far as ore,
Yeah. When I was here before, did some scanning and stuff. And
it just looks insane. Just how it just keeps going. That edge just keeps moving along.
and look at the water. You can see the reflection of the mountaintops in the water. Oh, it's getting ready to do it again.
No.
Big frame drop.
Everything going all right?
Oh, somebody attacked me.
Pull up. Pull up.
I can't do anything right now. It's locked up. I can't see what's happening.
Goes from a spaceship to a submarine.
It probably did. I can't do anything. Somebody attacked me, Miss Charmy.
Aw.
Oh, I fought him off. Let's just say they didn't expect me to turn back and fight.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Right? Yeah, it's getting ready to take another dive. I can see it. Yep. They ran. Yeah. Yep. Oh, there it goes. But anyway, that is it for this one. Hey, Tex.
Hey.
So, I hope you all enjoyed it. I did get quite a few places on one tank of fuel in that thing.
EPTU, is it working better than last night?
You can get in, yeah. Easier.
Everybody else down there doing jumps.
I don't know what they're up to. They may be in live, they may be in EPTU or PTU. I'm not exactly sure.
Zero was trying to do dump, but I don't know if he got successful with it or what.
I think he was trying to do it earlier. I don't know if he actually made it or not.
Yeah, I'll jump in the EPTU. See if it'll let me in. If not, then I'll do something else.
Try Pyro. If you're gonna try it, I've been having better luck with Pyro than Stanton at this point. But
Okay.
I'm just giving it I'm gonna call it and check out live, see what's going on. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the little tour of Pyro. If it's up and running during the week, I'll pop in there, see what's going on, check it out, and give you a heads up on if there's anything new or anything like that. So, thanks for Miss Charmy and Kaz sticking with me and Tex popping in. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Take it easy. No Snowbirds meeting room next week. It is all IAE, so it'll be on the main channel, the Twitch channel, and the main YouTube channel. So, everybody, have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow. It'll be late, but I'll be on tomorrow. Have a good day.